like, and just a quick note real fast, the Valley switched their jungle. Ballman is going to be the jungle, meaning YSS is going to the gold lane, and I really like the draft from the Valley right now. I like the sustainability they have, with that SD's behind. I'm excited to see how things go, but let's get a quick breakdown of where everyone's going and who we think has the early game advantage, Ben.
So I think Balmon's clear speed is super quick, right? But he falls off towards the late game. YSS in the lane's interesting. I think the mid split's even. I'm really looking at me in the XP lane. I want to see how that goes. And all about rotation. If I had to choose here, I do think the Valley has it early. But as items get built, I think MLP takes it because they've indexed too far into Spellbound.
All right. I like the
I'm actually going to go with MLP here because Granger, you had that marksman buff. So you got Brody and Granger on MLP side. And both of those players are going to be able to clear their minions and clear their jungle very, very quickly. So I think you'll see. I think you'll see Granger keep up with Ballman here in the jungle.
See, I think his clear speed is just so much faster, man. And we'll see how it breaks down. You see, the Ballman's alone by himself right now. Estes is roaming the map. Ballman's just farming the jungle by himself. He doesn't need any help. He's just sustaining himself. Brody's winning the lane early. I love that. I just don't like Brody in the late game.
Yeah, I think also one thing that the Valley's going to have a little bit of issues with here is running that SD's tank. He's not going to be bulky until later in the game.
Great point.
So, he can't really do the sets that Kufra is going to be able to do right now. He has no real set ability, so he's going to need the rest of his team to engage, which they do have Ballman, they do have Lapu. They have these heavy engagers, but they're not going to have a tank who can jump in, like the side that like what MLP has right now.
Ballman's looking for Granger. He wants him. He got forward before him, but he spent a little time in the bush. He's going to fall behind.
I actually think Ballman was looking to go over and take that buff from MLP, but he had a little help from Louis.
He's four.
Bottom lane, though, Granger. Oh, wow.
That's
not good.
Bad for MLP. No, that is bad for the Valley. MLP
That's
securing
really
a double kill there. Looks like they got a little too engaged, and Granger was there able to dash out of that engage from Lapu and just pop his ultimate and start doing some heavy damage.
I don't know if they knew Granger was on that bottom lane just waiting.
No, I think he did. He did because Ballman saw him at blue. That's why he didn't go to blue. So they knew they were there. They picked that fight. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
They were at that mid turret on bottom lane. They were real deep.
Yeah, I was having trouble to decide.
So well.
I was having trouble to decide whether we wanted to watch top lane or bot lane because they were both engaging on each side. Estes, I'm wondering, another problem right now we're seeing, Estes is really hanging out in this top lane, giving backup to YSS, and it's stopping him from being able to go in. But look at Zoltra here, popping a second skill, slowing down.
Ballman's going to get a free turtle here. Ballman, no one's contesting turtle. You got Lapu down there. You've got Kag showing. Luyi tries to get in there, but Ballman's going to take this easy.
Nice. That's why I love Ballman. Early game, man, he can totally sustain himself in the jungle and be allowed for a babysitter for the marksman.
Kag with a good push on mid lane takes down Granger. See, I actually don't like the play MLP just made there. I thought Granger would have pushed down to Turtle to actually contest that, but not once did he go down to contest Turtle. I don't know if he didn't know that Ballman was going straight out to Turtle after that.
I think he was already committed. He was clearing his jungle up, went to the red buff, and by then Turtle's up. So he's already kind of committed, and it's like, look, we have a gold lead. Just give him Turtle. It's okay. They are up right now, and they can sacrifice that one objective, I feel like.
Even 1K gold ahead, still have Turtle.
From the Valley, so they may try to steal some gold here on this bottom lane turret.
Isolating the marksman up top, 1v1. I think Brody wins early, but YSS is going to come back way later, and he provides vision for the rest of the map.
I think we might see something here, though.
Cooper coming in, possibly.
Zoltra getting vision, but not wanting to take that fight.
Yep, that was probably a smart play there.
Here's Kagura, though,
a lot
sitting in this bush.
Best player maybe in a bad spot with the bush on top.
Best player.
Goodness, that's it for best player. Got him.
The kill does go to Estes, though.
Lapu gets to farm
not
alone.
responding.
Top lane trade still.
So right now we're sitting at what, 2-3. Pretty even gold count. No towers taken yet. Who do you guys think is looking good right now, and who's kind of falling behind?
I like Blue for getting turtles, man. I love the Valley getting turtles. Red has a little bit of gold league, but I always want to see a more objective style play, right? I feel like that's where the focus should be always. I think, like I said, the Valley has a little bit of a mid-game spike. It's just so indexed into spell vamp. I'm so worried about that.
Yeah, they're heavy reliant on that, huh?
Can we see the items, T? Can you bring up the items for us?
Of course.
I want to see why they both went War Axe first. That's so interesting.
Best
Another
player
team
coming
fight
in,
of
big
all alley.
takeout on to that
Big
Bowman
mistake.
and Estes. All 4 of them closing in. Now they're going for this turtle. Kagura by herself. She does get some nice damage.
4v1?
Taken out by best player very quickly. It is now 6-2.
gonna trade bottom?
MLP taking a nice 2K
Lapu
gold lead.
flickers out. He barely survives that. Oh man, it's tough because they both went into War Axe instead of sustain. So one mistake down here and you're dead. Like there's no sustain. YSS can dive way. I mean YZ can dive way better than Lapu.
Granger pushing the objectives here, playing smart. He knows he's got the turtle.
Got a shield on him, yeah.
I like the rotation from this Brody though.
Play for MLP right there. That was
They'll
huge.
switch, man. They're 3K up now, 2.5, whatever. And that's a little bit of an advantage. And I think they scale better. So what's good play by Zultra. Wow.
On Ballman right there.
Wow. Oh my God. Clears
Always
up
blows
that
me. He's such a
Ballman.
playmaker all the time. And usually tanks are kind of responding or reactive. He's so proactive as a tank. Always in the bushes, always looking for the next kill.
And I think this is one of the flaws here. Ballman has to initiate some of these fights, right? With support there, Estes can't go up and clear that. So Ballman had to push that lane, which just was a perfect set for Kufra.
That's a great point. They don't have much engage at all. I mean, maybe Lapu's there engaged. That's rough.
They do have a nice late game. If they can hold out, you know, at this point, they're definitely falling behind. They're down some towers. Brody's he just takes the tier 2 on the top lane. We got YSS in the bot just staying down there. He doesn't even need to really rotate to these team fights. So, I mean, at this point, the Valley definitely needed to kind of collect themselves, back off, get some farm. YSS needs to get some more gold. Luckily, YSS hasn't died yet, so he's not too behind on par. But look at that set.
Another set by Zultra.
And best player coming in to clean up both of them. That is another 2 take. They need to stop getting hit by that Zultra.
I think that's going to be the story of this game for the rest of the game. Zultra sitting in bushes to where they have no engage on the Valley. They can't even walk into it because Zultra's there. He's ready for him.
Yeah, I mean, just the patience, and he's just always in the right bush at the right time.
Yeah, it does seem like that. Yeah.
This is going to be another easy turtle for MLP here. Kufra just zoning out, making sure. Lu Yi zoning out. Brody, the whole team's there now. You're probably going to see a good push on bottom lane here. They'll probably try to freeze it, take this turret.
We may be looking at a really interesting game, too, as it shakes off from game 1 here. Sitting in the bushes waiting for the red. Oh, wow. Best player's got so much damage right now. Running 6 and 2. He's got a few items, but he is hitting hard. Much harder than Estes can heal back up.
Yeah, I mean, even almost the lowest gold on, Kufra right now, sitting at 3,600. He's almost, I mean, he's got more gold than 2 and almost 3 members of
that doesn't look good.
the side of the Valley right now, and that's their roam. I mean, so
and the Valley made a good push top lane.
Estes is about to bite it right here.
Oh,
goodbye, buddy.
They have no one to bush check. Estes can't. He's not tanky enough. He can't go in. He can't check these bushes for that Kufra. So they're just getting put in bad spots right now.
And I love to see it at high level play. You start eating the jungle and then you lock them in. You're never walking back in your jungle here. Lapu gets away barely. I mean, YZ. Oof.
That flicker ult, though, hitting onto that YSS.
Another Zultra play.
Another Zultra play.
Brody comes up and cleans that up. Oh, my God.
They're pushing hard and fast. I love this. 6 turrets to 0 right now. Yeah. And just absolutely owning the map. Locking them in their base. You're not getting any gold from your jungle. We're going to start to cut this off.
They need
mean, unless the Valley sits back and, pulls my pro pandas back here, and starts farming back within the base.
I don't think it's possible because Zultra is so willing to turret dive right now. At any stage, he'll go into the turret. Absolutely fair.
Here we go, though. This could be the final fight.
Gold deficit on the Valley. Another huge team fight inside the base.
A little bit of trade back there, a little bit deep. A lot of damage. But it's just the itemization is too far gone. That type of play without these items, you can see the Valley clap back on that, absolutely. But just at these item breakpoints, 10,000 gold ahead, it's not going to happen. How does the Valley get back in this match, team?
I mean, right now, MLP doesn't want to let it get to late game. They know they have Estes, who in the late game is going to, save the Valley. It's going to help these fights actually last. It's going to give the sustainability that this team needs. So, I mean, as long as MLP finishes this in the next 5 minutes, they got this. But if we get past that,
right
it's
now.
rough.
This is not something I would do.
I feel like this is where people make a crucial error.
All it's going to take right now is one team fight to go towards MLP, and they're going to be able to clean this up.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're trying to bait Lord or maybe trying to snake it, but I mean, they are playing, for me anyways, they're playing pretty aggressive for being down.
I feel like this is a low percentage play for them, but it's the play they have to take to get back in the game.
I don't know. I don't think they want to. I don't think you even want to contest this first Lord. I think.
Oh no, they want YZ though, or one pick, one off, so they can burst him down with a ball on ulti or something like that, so they can make it a 4v5. But now they've been poked out and Lord's been taken, they're gonna get locked back in their base again.
Yeah. I think it's smart that they back off there, because if they, I mean, it's a guaranteed loss if they get hit there. Miss Flicker ult though. SD's trying to slow them down with a second skill, but the MLP not needing. They're patient right now. They know, like, we don't need to take a fight that we don't want to. We have Lord coming. Let's try to finish this in one foul swoop.
And Kufr did take some damage there, so right now their master setter does have to go back to base, get some HP, so that is going to slow them down a little bit, but they still have Lord pushing mid lane. You're looking at Granger and Yuzong pushing bottom lane, so they are split pushing here. Brody and Lu Yi pushing top. This does not look good for the Valley right now.
They're going to focus on other lanes. Let them focus on the Valley, focus on Lord while they push down side turrets. You can see Brody already getting in. His range is so abusive at this point. Just taking that turret with no reside at all.
Yeah, in comes Sir Bossy, Dragon Form. Lord is low. Can they finish this game here? We get a slight poke from Zoltra. In he comes, gets a stun onto that tower. Down goes Lapu. This looks bad for the side, but a nice ult coming in from Kagura. Lion is able to get the finish as Black cleans up that YZ, though MLP keeps on pushing 3 members of the Valley down. Minions are saving the day right now. Brody with only 10% health. He's able to pick off that Kagura. Double kill onto Estes. Is he going to get the triple? He does. Down goes YSS right before they finish the first game.
Wow, Brody coming in huge at the end there. Oh, MLP just absolutely textbook coming through. Not even letting the Valley breathe there. I think that was, what, a 12,000 gold difference there?
How long was that game? 11 minutes. That's super quick. What did we not like about the game? I don't like the Estes pick. I don't like YSS in the off lane. I feel like Ballmine could have taken that and they could have ran like a 1-3-1 way smoother. But I think the Estes versus the Kufr here was the story of how this early game went.
I think where they really messed up was YSS in that gold lane against that Brody. He was really just getting bullied up there. And I think Estes wasn't a horrible pick, but they needed to be able to play slower and prolong the game. And once YSS was getting bullied and Estes just had to babysit him for like the first 3 minutes, it made Ballman lose that team fight in the bottom against, like, that first team fight in the bot lane when Granger got the double kill onto Ballman and Lapu. Right there is when they just started. It was a slow descent, And I feel like the reason why they lost that fight is they had no support or tank with them, So I think that was a major setback off rip.
You see Brody go 6-0, no pressure for him, no one to get back there to him. Such a reactive comp from the Valley. I'm surprised they would take something like this, just knowing their play style, right? And how they like to win games in the first 10 minutes. This was not like a comp that fit that for them, at least in my eyes.
Most definitely.
I think I would have actually left YSS with the jungle and let Ballman at least try to poke a little bit, play more of a fighter up front, and give them more opportunity to bush check there, because they really didn't have a front line. Right, like we talk about that Estes being in the back, and Ballman really had to poke him